All right, welcome on in everyone to another episode of First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issued from each council in Scouting America, both past and present. Today we're going to take a look at Great Trail 433 out of Ohio. It was originally formed in 1971 as a change of name from Akron Area 433, and then in 2017 it was absorbed as part of Greater Western Reserve 463. There are two variations of the first issue. We do have both of those for you today, so let's head on over to the patch table here to take a look at the S1A first issue for Great Trail. It is defined by its white border, blue background, red and white name. They do list in the collection guide that there is a range of background shades, so there obviously were more than one production runs of the S1A here, and there is some variation, some lighter, some darker. Taking a look at the back here, this S1A is a cloth back. Again, kind of the older style of manufacture for sure. Really clean, kind of looks like the depiction here would be a guide and a scout, or a guide and a pioneer. I would say the neckerchief here kind of makes this more likely a guide and a scout. But really clean patch. I do like it. I like the red, white, and blue. Very interesting to get the bicolor council name at the top. That's very unique. I don't remember a two-color name on any other first issues. With that, we also have the S1B, and these two can be a little difficult to tell apart. So the S1B, same white border, same blue background, red and white name. They do note specifically color shift in the name, and so the alignment between the white and the red, especially here on the left side of the patch, is not great. And that alignment is one of the tipping points to denote the difference in the productions from an S1A to an S1B. I will also note kind of the sewing style is a little looser here. For example, when looking at, say, the Scout. So when we put them up head to head, you might notice a difference there. I do notice a difference in the background color, but because I don't know the entire range of shades available in the S1A, I can't say for certain that that's always going to be a distinction that's easy to tell. You can see our S1B here, also a later production plastic back style. Let's get both of these up on the table together, and we can see kind of the difference in that alignment on the name. So you can see pretty decent alignment, especially along the G, E, T, whereas here you can see that it's shifted. You can look at the E especially. Look how far off the E in white is from the red. Also, as I've said, just a little bit, especially through the pants, you can see just a little different. It's more spaced out in the sewing, and so that shows it was a decidedly different production run. Other than that, I mean, these can be very difficult just looking at a solo patch to determine. I think the pant and where it sits on the boot is a little different between the two. But again, those are kind of minor differences, very hard to necessarily pick out differentiating the S1A and S1B. If you see or know other things, oftentimes we have longtime collectors viewing, and they'll help out with additional points of interest in the comments. So by all means, feel free to check the comments on our videos as well, because we have some amazing longtime collectors that are very well versed in these patches as well, and oftentimes they'll pick up things that either I forget to mention or miss that might be helpful with identification. So that is Great Trail 433 out of Ohio. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and maybe found it informative as well. If you did, by all means, feel free to give it a like. We'll be back again tomorrow with another new episode. So we hope to see you back here then. But until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.